Welcome to Bottom Line Inner Circle. Today I want to talk about the leaks and subordinates. Um, we all know that leaks all the way through the Obama years was happening out of the CIA, FBI, NSA, the State Department, Congress, who knows, however many other acronyms out there. Um, those leaks it's have you ever heard of the term circular reasoning? Well, it's also circular reporting. So a lot of those leaks were leaked to the press uh, in order to give the story clout and meaning. Then other news stories picked up on it and ran with it, and that even gave it more meaning and more clout. And they even did this with the FISA, which is coming out now, and how everything and the problem with these leaks is they weren't just leaks. Some of them were leaks on real things that happened, but a lot of them, or most of, I would say most of them, were manufactured stories that they wanted to get out to the public. Pure propaganda, pure propaganda. And you know whenever I say propaganda to a left, they always laugh and cry conspiracy theory and stuff. But is it? So much has happened. How can you say that anymore? It's pure. It's either propaganda or a conspiracy theory. What one is it? So I'm going the propaganda way, and the people who have been indoctrinated by these propagandists will cry conspiracy theory. So, and I've been called a conspiracy theorist before, and to me, it's not a conspiracy theory, especially now that everything is coming out. But anyway, point being is, look at all these leaks that came out. Now, even in the peak of all these leaks and the Obama years, like the peaks, the 2012, 13, 14, 15, all those leaks that were coming out during those years, and even after Trump was elected, all those leaks, there were people in good people in the FBI, CIA, and NSA, and all the acronyms, and that were not part of this coup attempt against our government. And I don't think it started out as a coup attempt. I think it had to become a coup attempt after Hillary lost. If Hillary won, it wasn't considered a coup attempt because we would have never known about it. Number one, and number two, they would have just continued on doing what they were doing. And sometimes I question myself on how much I've been indoctrinated by the left, and I really question my whatever I look at and agree with. I really question it nowadays on both sides of the aisle because I really don't know. But on some stories, but where were the subordinates? I mean, if I was working for the FBI and I saw one of my co-partners, even if I knew them, I mean, we were supposed to be, or they are supposed to be held to a higher accountability, and they all say that they're the most honorable men. What did they say about Mueller? He is the most honorable and upright held man. He's the only one who can investigate Trump. And anyway, where is all the honor? Where is all the honor? Even from the lowest subordinate there, even from the guy emptying the garbage can who saw something. Now, if I worked for the FBI or CIA, I would look over. I would go to my superior. I would follow the root command, and I would spill the beans, especially if I thought that they were going against my country and the law. And look what's happening now with all these investigations. So where were the subordinates? And to me, they are just as much as to blame as anybody else. I was watching a show with my mom, and it was a World War II movie back in the 50s or 60s. And there was this man guarding the armory, and this man was ordered not to let anyone in. And his captain or something came and said, or another commanding officer came and said, let us in, let us in. There's like 5 or 6 men trying to get in the army because the Japanese were attacking Pearl Harbor. And he's like, I can't let you in, I can't let you in, because someone above him told him not to let anybody in. And finally, the men just threw the man aside and went into the army and grabbed the some of the weapons there. So, um, that is like this, we all have a responsibility, and we all should be held accountable. But where is the honor in any of those fields and those subordinates? You know, it this goes into another thing, how Trump is going to try to save face for the FBI, try to save face for the CIA. He's going to try to save these acronyms and these institutions. But I really think that how can anyone ever trust him again? And the only way is to have more checks and balances. But who's going to do it? And even if the dream happened and we overloaded the system with Republicans, enough Republicans in Congress that even the turncoats wouldn't even do anything. But even if we did all that, would they be talking about this stuff at that point? No, they were going to be talking about something else. This is all going to be pushed aside. No one's going to remember to look at any of this in the future or whatever. And that's the scary thing, is that I shouldn't say if, but when this happens again, it's going to happen at an it's going to happen a lot faster. And and it's going to happen tenfold. It's going to be 10 times faster than what happened last time, because the left has already taken all the time to infiltrate all these institutions. And do you think they're going to take the time to do that again? No. And the next time they get in power, or the next time any corrupt person gets in power, they are going to take over 10 times faster. So just to keep something, and the one thing I don't like Trump doing is Trump is wanting to save face, and I know he wants to save these institutions, but at what expense? Because again, when this happens again, it's going to happen much faster. No one's going to put new checks and balances on there, and if they are put new checks and balances, it's only going to be congressional oversight, which congressional oversight can't do anything anyway. Why do you think Jason Chaffetz quit the Congress? A big part of the reason is he had no power. He was writing subpoenas, and the people were not responding to the subpoenas. And look at the left today, how they're writing subpoenas, and they want Barr to come testify. They want Mueller to come testify, and look how up in arms they are. That they have no power. So even if you give it congressional oversight, what power really is congressional oversight? Because the Congress has given away so much of their power over the years that they really have none left anyway. And who's to blame for that? The very people who sit in Congress. They wanted other people to make the decisions for them, which has put all of America in a bind. But anyway, that's the whole point of this. Is I'm questioning the subordinates. Where were the good people of the FBI? They knew that this stuff was going on. You can't tell me they did not know, because the stuff would end up in the paper the next day. And the news stories always say, well, we can't give away our sources. Well, there's a lot of these sources. There's only one spot it could have really come from. So you can't tell me these subordinates in the FBI, CIA, and NSA didn't know, and the State Department didn't know that that's where the information came from. So I guarantee there were at least a few who knew, and yet they said nothing. They did nothing. And that to me is a real problem. That is a totalitarian system. And how long before it just comes down on all the citizens of America? Right, left, doesn't matter. So anyway, take this video for what it is. If you like what I have to say, if you disagree, put it down here in the comments. And if you agree, put why you agree. Am I going out on a limb here? To me, this isn't a conspiracy theory. If I can see it, again, it shouldn't be that hard to see. And people in those should have saw, or should have seen, should have said something. And if I was in that situation and my superior did nothing, I would go to the news outlet, or a news outlet that would at least listen to me, and say, hey, there's some really big mischief going on over here. This is where I think where the leaks came from. I just where is the honor and the justice and the loyalty to America? All these people, even the subordinates, take an oath of office and an oath before they take their field, what they're chosen for. And look how many have broken that. And by saying nothing, I think they've broken their code of honor. And by doing nothing, they've even broken it again. So, I mean, how can anyone trust these agencies and trust the people in them from here on out ever again? I wouldn't trust any of them. So, and if going through these investigations, I found out that someone knew and didn't say anything, I would fire them right on the spot. They don't deserve to be in that field. You know, where has the honor gone? Anyway, I'll leave it there. If you like the video, press the like button, share it. Tell me why you like it or don't like it, and tell me your ideas down there. What do you think about this issue? And I know this goes into police and goes into the military also, and the I understand the accountability and the respect and the responsibility that subordinates hold. And I understand. I'm not saying go out and just tell your boss no. You know, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying what we have our own accountability, our own gut feeling, and sometimes you have to call even your boss on it, and it's hard. Or military, you know, if you're in a situation and you got to make the decision, you're right there. And yeah, you're going to be breaking rules. You will be breaking rules, but you gotta also know that when you break those rules, you're going to be held accountable. Like Alan West, like what he did. You know, he knew he was breaking the rules, but he did it to save his people. Where that's the honor I'm talking about. Where is the honor in these people? They don't have it anymore. And even the subordinates, even the good people in the field don't have it anymore. And no one's talking about this. But again, tell me what you think. I hope you liked the video. Press the like button. I'll talk to you later. See you in the next video. Bye.